Hey YouTube, this is Doug McGee of Illuminated Audio Productions and lead singer of the band Illuvia. And I'm here today with you guys with my first ever unboxing video. So this, we got here the IK Multimedia iRig keys. And this is a mini keyboard controller, and it's meant for like musicians on the go. You know, it's a good unit for setting up in a cafe or traveling around. This is a mini keyboard controller, and it works with your iOS device or your Mac or PC. And there's a lot of mini keyboard controllers out there. I've had the AKAI LPK25, and most of them are 25 keys, you know, with just 2 octaves. And the unique thing about this one is it has 37 keys on it, and they're velocity sensitive. And I'll jump right into the unboxing. So here we go. Got the front, sides, back, and I won't bore you with all the info on this because of course you can go to ikmultimedia.com and you can read all this information on the site, but this just has general information about the iRig keys. So let's go ahead and open it here. There's a little, of course, a little plastic thing, but this has already been pre-cut for me for this video. Let's go ahead and pull this out. It's got a box within a box. Well, I would say overall the packaging is pretty, it's fairly substantial. I mean, it's pretty standard, but it beats like the blistering pack that a lot of the other companies use. But it's pretty good, pretty solid packaging. Here we go. Opening up. And there we have it, iRig keys. And there's our little apps and accessories, and I'm not going to open that up for you because it has a little key code on there that that I need to register this thing. And this is the 32-pin dock connector for iOS devices. And the cool thing about this one is it works with iPhone, iPod Touch, and the iPads and iPad Mini. And there's a you can get the Apple camera connection kit, and you can hook up USB class compliant devices to your iPads. But the thing about that is that the Apple USB kit doesn't work with iPhones or iPod Touches. So if you're looking for something to use, like even with your iPhone, this will do it. And there's that connector. And here we got the iRig keys quick start guide. Pretty standard. Check that out in a minute. And this is a micro USB cable, and this is what you're going to use to hook it up to your PC or Mac. And I think a lot of guys get these for use with the iOS devices, and for me that was kind of a plus extra feature. I'm actually on the road. We're spending a few months in Thailand. And so I'm away from the studio, I'm away from my big keyboard controller, and I wanted something that I could work with. I'd been using the AKAI LPK25, but I just found it like really limiting, and wanted something with a little bit more range. And I think the extra octave is going to do me just fine. And also, nice thing about this is it has a sustain input, like for a foot controller. So there we go. If you can see all that stuff there. We've got the connector. We got this. Let's pull this puppy out. It's got sort of your polystyrene stuff on the ends there to protect it. Packaged in plastic. And there we go. Let's come out here. I can get a better shot this way. Yeah, there we are. Alright, here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Free this thing. So, it's got a pitch, it's got a pitch bend and mod wheels. And I like that it actually has real wheels. So I was looking at a lot of the units, and a lot of them have like little momentary buttons where you push the button down and it goes from like 0 modulation to all the way up to MIDI value 127 modulation, with just one button push, and you get this kind of, and the pitch bend does the same thing. But this actually has a real working mod wheel and pitch, and I tried it in the store, and it works really well. We got this little sticker here. It's kind of standard thing. This peel off sticker. Let's peel that off. I always like to get rid of this. There we go. So iRig keys from IK Multimedia. And the action feels good on these. I mean, I have to say the velocity response is quite nice. So, anyways, the iRig keys. Yeah, it's I think it's a real nice piece of kit. I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna be doing a more in-depth review and kind of comparison, side-by-side comparison to the IK or to the AKAI LPK25. And but overall, the build quality feels pretty good for these kind of portable units. I mean, it's got a little bit of flex in it, but the important, the all important action is the actions on the keys feel pretty good. And also a velocity response is when I tried out the unit in the store, the velocity response on this is actually usable, which for these kind of portable keys is quite rare. Yeah, so I just want to explain just a little bit about some of the synths or key controllers that I've played on, just because I think having a reference is important for these kind of unboxings or little mini reviews. And as I've stated earlier, I had a M Audio Keystation 61 ES and played on that for a number of years and really didn't like the action of that. Also have a Yamaha P90 stage piano with a hammer action. It feels great for playing playing piano sounds. And the main one in the studio right now is the Novation 61 SL remote, I love the action of that. How does this compare? I mean, they're mini keys, so you either love them or hate them. As for mini keys go, so I don't expect it to be a full size keyboard, but for mini keys, these feel great to me, and I really like them. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this enjoyable and useful. Again, this is a new product on the market. Yeah, definitely worth checking out, and especially if you're on the go. And I would even imagine myself, in the studio having use for something like this, where I don't want to pull out my full keyboard controller and just want to, have this at the side of the desk and have it there to use. So I'll live with this for a couple of days, and I'll post a more in-depth review of how it works out using it in real life. All right, thank you very much for watching.